Hi guys, Robotic Jaguar here today. Today we're back with a new series, and today is the first ever episode of what happened last fortnight. So I'll be going through all the topics that went through last 14 days. So the topics that I will be going through are the Australian wildfires, America versus Iran, um, Storm Brendan, and finally Ricky Gervais at the Golden Globes 2020. So please like the video, subscribe to the channel. Sorry about the delay. There will be a delay for the next video because I'm gone. But anyway, let's get into it. So the Australian bushfires is going to be our first topic. So let's talk about it. So pretty much Australia had this huge fire that came out of nowhere. It was a small bushfire. It became bigger and it burnt over 5 million hectares of land. So if you don't know what that is the size of Ireland. It's thankfully it's cooling down now. There's not as much extreme fires anymore. But here's a slide of Australia from the space station. It looks horrible. And this is what it's like in Australia. You can see it's all orange. That was the reason climate change is real. No matter what you say now, it is. So many animals died. Over, I think now it's about 1 billion that have died, and one animal that was affected mainly was a koala. Now, if anyone doesn't know, a koala are one of the main animals in Australia. So one man definitely was blamed for most of this, and this man, Scott Morrison. He was blamed for the lack of work that has been done to stop these fires from spreading. You know, a lot of land has been burned, but that is the end of the story for Australia. So let's move on to the next one. So the next topic that we're going to be talking about is America versus Iran. So this one really caused a lot of memes, meaning like World War III was going to happen and all that. Thankfully, it's cooled down. But let's get into how it started. So America, they killed probably one of the biggest. They killed the top Iranian general, Qasem Soleimani. I think that's how you say his name. I do apologize for the word for names because I'm not really the best at it. But yeah, they killed him in Iraq, which made a lot of other controversy as well. And yeah, things were going to get there was a lot of intensity. And then America was just like, yes, we've bought 2 trillion, amount, $2 trillion on ammunition and all the best military equipment. So I think that is probably why it has died down. Hopefully there's no World War III. We don't want it. Well, I don't. Some people do. So the next topic is Storm Brendan. So Storm Brendan, if you're not from the UK or Ireland, I don't expect you to know about this, but this was a storm that happened, and it was an orange wind warning in Ireland. I'll be talking mainly about Ireland. That's where I'm from. So it was mainly a bit of wind, a bit of nothing really else. That's why it was a wind warning. Some people thought it was a red. Some people thought it was a yellow. Some people didn't even think it was deserving of one. But really, it was very hyped where I was from. It was non-stop. But I think one thing I saw on Instagram, and hands down, I have to give it to Dream Team, which is a football thing. They made a little post, and I have it up here right now. And it was about Brendan Rodgers, the Leicester City manager, the man who currently has him third in the table, which is kind of impressive. But it has a face on him of the country of Ireland. So anyway, let's move on to the final topic, which is the Golden Globes 2020. The Golden Globes 2020 was famous because of one man and one man only, Ricky Gervais. Ricky said one of the biggest pipe bombs you could ever hear. He dissed Apple. He talked about ISIS. He talked about pedophilia in the series. He talked about Netflix. He talked about everything. But his ending to his speech caught the eye of many people, and I'll tell it to you now. So I will tell you the ending of the speech. So he goes, "So if you win an award tonight, don't use that as a platform to make a political speech. You're in no position to lecture the public about anything. You know nothing about the real world. Most of you spend less time in school than Greta Thunberg. So if you win, come up, accept your little award, thank your agent, thank your God, and F off, okay? It's already been 3 hours long." So that has been the end of the speech. I think it was very powerful because really it's true, Greta Thunberg, obviously being 2019, she had a big impact on it, obviously, and yeah, so that is the Golden Globes 2020 topic. So guys, next week, like I said, will be delayed. Obviously, I'm sorry. Sorry about the delay today. Obviously, I was just planning it all out. And yeah, so please like the video, subscribe to the channel. We're on 113 subscribers. Let's get to 120 by the end of January. It'd be very helpful if you could. So thank you very much. See ya.